I am Worshipful Brother John Muise, past master of Temple Lodge 525 at the Old Annette Street Temple in Toronto. And this is another one of the lectures by a past master by the name of Claudy. It's called the Painful Process of Becoming a Past Master. I hope you enjoy it. The newly elected and installed master had finished his speech. In it, he had promised many things to the lodge and outlined a beautiful program for the coming year. In conclusion, he said, "Thus I hope to make my year a good year. I propose to increase the attendance, better the degree work, and have more entertainment, see that instruction is more carefully carried on, do more charity, and have better turnouts at such funerals as we might have to hold. In other words, with your assistance, I propose to make this the most attractive lodge in the world." "Pretty nice speech," said the new brother, sitting down beside the old Tyler. "You know, I think I'd like to go in line to become master." "Ah, indeed, it was a very good speech. That boy has the makings of a real past master," smiled the old Tyler. "But about going in line, don't forget the process hurts." "Hurts? I don't believe I get you exactly." "Well, probably not. When you have been longer in the lodge, you'll recognize a certain similarity about all speeches from newly elected and installed masters. They all think the same way. As soon as they get near the east, they begin to think what they can do for the lodge and how they can make it better. They make high plans and do a lot of brain work, and then they tell the lodge about it. I wonder it never occurs to any of them how conceited they are when they first become master. Conceited? Why, the new master isn't conceited. He's a nice, modest chap, the young man says. Sure he is. But he tells you all the things he's going to do, quite forgetting that a long line of predecessors have not succeeded in doing them. They talk that way with the world and the lodge at their feet, and both to be conquered. But neither is ever conquered. Every past master has tried all he knew to make this the best lodge in the world. It's a pretty good lodge at that, but it isn't what it might be if we were all perfect. As any master's year slips along and he finds that the attendance isn't much better than it was, the degree work just as lacking in the beauty as it had ever been, because this, that, and the other officer with the best intentions but no equipment is making a spectacle of himself. He finds that the process of becoming a past master hurts, and hurts badly. Most past masters are worth a lot more to the lodge as past masters than as masters, because of the lessons they learned while master, which they didn't know before. And this one has the makings of a fine past master, one who will think and work and be a genuine asset to the lodge. But he says he'll improve the degree work. He has lots of plans. The old Tyler looks at him and smiles. He'll try. But my brother, you can't make men over. All our officers are pretty fixed in their ways. They do the best that is in them to do. They're earnest, lovable, conscientious men. They struggle to learn the work letter perfect. But God makes some men orators, and to some he gives a sing-song voice that would ruin the most beautiful words in the language. And we have a share of both of them. Our new master won't be able to change them, hard as he might try. Well, do you think he shouldn't try then? Heavens forbid, of course he should try. We should all try. The officers should try, and they do try. But if we all succeeded in our straining after perfection, there wouldn't be any fun left in the world at all, or any glory in masonry. In a perfect world, masonry would have no place. Since masonry is in existence to make men better, if all men were best, it wouldn't be needed. No, brother, it's a good thing for this lodge that he can't make this a perfect lodge of perfect masons. If he could, we wouldn't have any excuse for being. But if he didn't try, he wouldn't be the good man that he is. Well, I am amazed, said the new brother. You have such peculiar ideas. I am an old man, grinned the old tiler. I've watched them go up to the east with high hopes and great plans for years and years, and I've seen them step down at the end of the year happy to be out of the chair, deeply sorry that they couldn't do what they tried to do, disillusioned as to the capacity of one man to change 1,000 men, and worried that they haven't carried the old lodge farther on the road. But years have taught me that it is given to very few of us to set many stones in the structure of masonry. If we are lucky, we set one brick right. If indeed we can bring one stone, which is good work, true work, square work, to the structure, and receive therefore a mason's wages, we've done well. And that is what our new worshipful master will do. He won't succeed in making 50 more men come to the lodge this year than came last year. He won't stage a degree any better than a dozen masons before him, or a dozen masters before him, have staged. He won't have any more calls for charity than many before him have had. He won't have any better candidates or any better taught entered apprentices or fellow crafts than others have had. He'll just go along with the lodge and guide it and direct it and do the best he can. But unless he is the one man in 100, he won't do any more than all of them who trod that road before him could do. Then do you think you'll be a failure? Oh, decidedly not. I think you'll be a success, for he will try earnestly, try hard, think, labor, and struggle with his job because he cares. And at the end of the year, he'll have set one stone in this lodge at much cost to himself. He will make himself into a good past master, a man who knows his lodge, who understands its memberships, who is able to think fast and work hard, a man who loves his order and his jewel. The one thing he can do best for this lodge is to make himself into a good past master. And if he does that, he will find in later years that it paid off, even if it did hurt. I don't know that I want to go in line, said the new brother thoughtfully, as he turned and walked away.